All right. Like I said, I will not be in the chat. Not here to talk to you. This isn't phone booth with Colin Farrell, nigga. Get real with yourself, Lo. Like real talk. Learn who you talking to. A boss OG gangster. All right. Now I'm already at like $8 for the next check. Got $133 coming February 21st, like 17 days or something like that, I think. Okay. I'm making my payments for my billions in equity, doing everything, man. Like I said, I have responsibilities. I don't move funny style. You do. You people can't tell me nothing. You're broke, right? You need to get your act together. I'm a grown man. I have a lot of responsibilities. I have a lot of stuff that I have to take care of and handle and pay. That's what I do. So apparently I know what I'm doing, right? Okay. So you can't tell me I'm doing it wrong if I'm doing it all right. So be quiet. All y'all need to learn how to be quiet when you're talking to a grown man. I'm gonna say it again. $133 coming February 21st. I don't care how none of y'all feel about me. I don't care. You all don't like men? That's your problem. All right? I'm a man. I'm a real man. I'm gonna say it again. $8 for the next check already. Shout out to Agent Q. Thank you, Christina, my wonderful, beautiful girlfriend. Right? Because that's why it's already at $8 because of the super chats. The chat is open for you to super chat. Right? I don't know if that's the same. Is that the same fool? Like, I look like the same exact truck, like turning around now. You know what I mean? Like, see, I can tell when people on some weirdo stuff, bro. My intuition never lies, right? But they skedaddled. They went right by me, like usual. That's what they do. They act like harassing and stalking and just hanging around makes you tough. I don't know what hood they do that in. I really don't. Kind of weird. But like I said, end of the day, right? All I'm gonna have to do is go back into this account, figure it out this next week. Okay, that's my only issue right now, right? Other than that, I don't know. I mean, I know what it is, and that's it. I got to do what I got to do for me every day, right? And that's about it, man. Should It's absolutely ridiculous, right? Oh, you ain't talking to yourself yet. Have fun talking to yourself. Everything's a major ordeal with these people. Real talk. They're all overtly dramatic, and there'll be nothing going on. I've worked with people like y'all. Y'all be weird, bro. So, like I said, I'm the CEO of several companies, my own companies. I run my own businesses. All I'm doing is creating this cash flow, right? Residual income, which, like I told y'all, it takes time, right? Like, well, I said, like, I'm a grown man. Like, what are you talking about? I have to run a business. Like, what? Like, I'm not going to be Bob. Believe that. I'm going to run my business. It takes time to build a business. But see, they don't want to see you make it. That's the real truth. None of them. None of these people want to see the white man make it or do well. That's the real truth. I know what it really is. 100%. Yeah, that's what it is. All y'all act weird, funny style. Like I said, man, it be weird, bro. Like everybody's struggling, man. Like everyone's struggling worse than me. I don't get it. My deal is I can't keep doing this where I transfer money, right? And then everything costs too much. And then I get caught in between again. Like this cannot keep happening. And it's got nothing to do with me making a mistake or doing anything wrong. It's just inflation. It's just the way everything is set up here, you know? And I'm figuring out some other outlets, figuring out other ways to do. But yeah, like this cannot continue. It's something's got to give. It's got to change. And that's about it. Oh, here we go. Walk straight into a spider web, as usual. How is there a web in the bicycle lane? Like, what is it webbing to? Doesn't even make sense. But yeah, the chat room is for super chats. I won't be in it. So I could care less what you have to say. Again, I don't answer to you. You answer to me. Right? If you're a supporter, please super chat. That's it. Nobody's going to stop me from making all my income here and getting all my money. I know that. So, yeah, like I said, it's so funny how you could tell people are latching out. They're angry. They're mad at my success, right? They're so weird now. They'll be strangers, people I have nothing to do with, and think can punish me for my success. Good luck with that. Good luck trying with that. That's hilarious, right? I'm not going to read negativity. Nothing. Y'all can talk to yourself, bro. It ain't talking to me. I know that. I don't tolerate disrespect, bro. Like I said, I'm out in these streets every day. We've been over it a million times. We don't need to repeat ourselves. It is what it is. You're not going to disrespect me. Nope. Oh, you're not. This is reality, brother. It's not YouTube. I don't tolerate disrespect. So again, I don't care what none of y'all have to say. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you tell yourself. All my streams are monetized. Okay? If there's $8 in the next check and 133, that's what, like 141? Pretty good, right? To make that quickly? Okay. Line in the next check already. Let's get all the super chats we can. Start donating. Y'all are not donating. I don't know what the deal is. Let's get it together, bro. It's not that hard. It's what I hate. Like, they all want to act like this is super complicated. Like, nah, I'm going to get paid. I'm going to make my money. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. I don't care how you feel. So, yeah. Like I said, it's funny, man, when people are so stuck on the fact that I'm winning, so stuck on my success, right? And actually have the delusion that they could put a stop to me succeeding or winning. Matter of fact, let's look. Bye. I don't have nothing to do with you people, man. Quit coming over here. It's that simple. Chat room means nothing, bro. You haven't spoken to me. I'm right here. I don't talk to none of you. You have nothing to do with me. all those antics. I don't respond to none of that, bro. I don't do fake talk. So again, I do me. I'm over here. I don't know what you're talking about with strangers. You can't force anything, right? Just like they said, your bonding magic didn't work. It backfired. No duh, because you don't know magic. Like, you're really weird. So like I said, I'm just doing me, right? I'm gonna make my money, right? And that's it. Like, things are not going to be made difficult for me, nor could you, because again, you don't run YouTube. You're not in control of my money or my hustle or my business. I am. So you're gonna have a hard time, bro. This is just basic stuff that's been happening, right? That costed me a little bit of unnecessary money. I'm already getting it together and figuring it out. Stuff happens. But yeah, made my payments on billions in equity. Everything is good to go, bro. I mean, let's be real. I know what you're trying to do with every single tactic. Never going to work. Never going to work, and it's never going to happen. Right? So, like I said, all my stuff is solidified, privatized. I'm good in the books. I'm good to go. Right? I'm comfortable. And I teach people how to truly be successful. Right? I don't talk about irrelevant stuff like narcissists all day. It's irrelevant, dude. Like, I can do narcissist content when I want, but for what? They're irrelevant. Real talk. The only thing relevant is me and my success. If you ain't talking about me right now, I don't know what to tell you. I'm proving I'm the best point guard and street ball and basketball player that ever walked the planet. Right? Half y'all don't even know who the original Ali Mo was. Right? Ali Mo was a cool dude, man. He was from Harlem. He lived in Harlem, grew up in Harlem. Right? He's a street ball player. Look him up. And I kind of play similar to him. We just have kind of similar attitudes. I just thought the dude was cool. Okay. He ended up passing from diabetes. That's what they claim. He was something else on the basketball court. Other than that, like I said, I have the game recorded. I actually ran into C Styles and we're cool. Like I said, I mean, he earned my respect. It seems like he kind of changed. Like, I don't know, like he's grown up some. I don't know. He has a son. I don't know. I think C Styles is cool, but all that's new information to me. I hadn't seen him in years, so I'm happy about that. We might even do like some collabing on some music. See what's up, man. I was showing them my music. They liked my music. That's about it, bro. So, like I said, I'm not worried about anything other than finances right now. That's it. You can miss me with the typing in my chat and the talking in the third person and all that. You don't run nothing. Bye. 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 Yeah, you can miss me with the talking in the third person, brother. I already know who you are, right? You're going to prison and you're mentally ill and out of your mind. And I'm not here to talk to you, nor will I ever talk to you. Nothing you type bothers me, bro. You're mentally ill. I'm not going to communicate with you. You're weird. Like I said, normal people don't talk in the third person. You're severely disturbed, right? So again, do you feel like doing that gets underneath my skin? It doesn't. Never gotten a reaction one time because it makes no sense, right? So what do you mean? Your goal is to try to get me upset, right? You don't. I'm not going to be harassed. I'm not going to be bothered by mentally ill people, right? No, what you're trying to do is make YouTube an environment like that I don't want to be in. Never. I love YouTube, bro, because it has nothing with you. Again, I don't know you. You're not talking to me. My chat room is not for your delusion. Goodbye. Go your own way. So, like I said, I continue to run my business efficiently. I continue to win, not against any of you. I don't even know you. I'm winning for me. I'm going to keep winning. I'm always going to win. I'm going to win. What do you mean? That's just common sense, brother. What are you talking about? You're going to go to prison. And that's it. So, like I said, you don't control the conversation with me. You're typing on a fake account. I mean, how would you control a conversation? Makes sense. All right. You're banned from this network. Don't come here. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. So, like I said, none of this is difficult. It's all very, very simple, right? You're mad at me because I'm wealthy as it gets. You're mad at me because I got all this equity, right? You see the company, right? I own all of this equity, all of it. I own it, all of it. Yep, the estate, all of it. And this is why you're upset. The billions in equity, right? Like I said, this is nothing. This is just a small portion of what I own. This is why y'all don't understand. I'm going to be traveling and I'm going to acquire more. That's right. I'm going to create more arrangements and acquire more because I'm ambitious as hell. I'm a 34-year-old grown man, right? And my focus in life is to be ambitious and live my life. I would never let anybody stop me from doing what I need to do and living my life, right? So again, what do you mean? I'm never going to talk to you people, okay? All I want is you to stop coming here because you're severely mentally disturbed and it's weird, right? I don't mind deleting some comments, bro, right? I mean, you're in here on 2 accounts, brother. So I mean, first of all, I mean, makes sense when you come over here. Okay, don't ever say what up though to me. Okay, I'm not them. Now remember, this is a platform with rules, right? Okay, cool. So we got you blocked. Yeah, I'm not talking to you. Your chat is not for you to talk to me. Okay, so now that I see that you have nothing to say to me, right? Because I'm not in the chat for you. I'm in the chat for Christina, Agent Q, and my supporters. Those are the only people who legally can speak to me, unless you're somebody who just watches the channel, right? That I don't know, that hasn't been banned from the program. No need to re-explain, right? Common sense. Okay. So like I said, you're mad at this company I'm building. You're mad at the equity. I am Batman. There's nothing fake about it. And like I said, I haven't made any mistake. I was targeted and set up to take half of everything I owned, which I proved wasn't going to happen, right? I proved that they were all liars. I proved they were corrupt. I proved everything they did was illegal. And I talk about it all the time, and I will continue to. You'll never silence me. And again, I think it's so funny because you don't want to recognize the fact that I'm a genius, because I told you that I would keep everything, right? I told you that it would all come back and connect, and that I would not lose a thing. And I haven't lost anything. I've gained more. See, I work in echelons. If I gained a $1,300 bat cycle and I worked really, really hard for this, right? How did I make a mistake? I didn't. It's all part of the formula. I'm not struggling. I just told you I've got more money than all of you still. Okay? I don't know what you think. If you feel like, oh, if we create noise and we harass him, maybe he'll go broke. It doesn't work like that. No matter what you do or say, I will not be spending a dime on anything. I will not be paying anyone. Okay? It's not going to work that way. You're not going to war on my finances. I'm a grown man. Nobody tells me what to do. I run my own companies. Okay? You can't tell a company what to do with their finances. You are out your mind. Okay? So again, you can't war on my finances. Period. End of conversation. So get over that. Right? Why are you focused on other people instead of focusing on yourself? See, you're already getting all your karmas and the readings because of that. See, you keep doing it to yourself. You're destroying yourself. Every time you type in that chat, it's harassment, 100%. There's no argument on that. So you're doing it to yourself, creating more karmic debt. Why do you keep doing that to yourself? That's all I'm asking. It's very odd behavior to anyone. No one normal would think that it makes sense or be okay with it. So what do you mean? I don't react because I could care less, right? See, they're repeating themselves. That's when you know you won. When you have people that are in actual delusional stupors of mental illness, they're talking to themselves, repeating themselves. Again, you know very well, I don't tolerate that. Not going to listen to people repeating themselves. It's one of my pet peeves. I'm in my right mind. So you said you're going to do this, you're going to do that. You've done nothing and can't. You said you're going to drive me crazy. You haven't and can't. I'm not going to listen to someone repeat themselves. Okay? So again, this is my channel. You're committing a felony, right? And you're going to go to prison for it. There is no qualms about it, right? You're not accomplishing anything, right? So again, why do you continue to harass me when I'm doing my live stream? That's not the country we live in, bro. You hate this country, you should leave it. You understand? You're only helping my argument. I mean, leave the country. If you don't enjoy the freedoms that we have as Americans in this country, you're clearly not Americans, right? The majority of you are not really true Americans. I am, right? Leave. Leave the soil that my ancestors fought for and took. Real talk, leave. There's no reason you need to be here, bro, because you don't appreciate the freedoms of this country. You're trying to take them away when you're not in a power position. You're not in a position to. Again, I'm going to ask you nicely, right? I am not talking to you. Why are you in my chat talking to yourself? It's a basic question, man. You're mentally ill. Why are you on my program? My program will not be flooded with your mental illness. I assure you of that. It will never happen. So again, back to what I was saying, right? Before I was rudely interrupted by a coward that knows they're going to prison and is very worried about the crimes they've committed, right? You get no reaction out of me. You get no response. You get nothing. I haven't said a word to you. I will never speak to you. As I stated, no matter what you do or say, we will not talk. It's not some kind of game. You're not going to bother me. I will not be harassed, right? So again, I'm going to use my chat all I want. You don't run my chat because you're typing your mental illness in it. Okay? So again, back to the point. Billions in equity, mansion and estate, my own car lot, website worth almost 2 G's, mineral rights, right? Bat cycle 1,300, bicycle 110, skateboard 300, TV $4,000. Taxes I paid $8,500. Paid bills for years, thousands and thousands of dollars. Have all the receipts for all this. They have all of it documented. I have a lot of it documented. I'm not a broke guy. Don't ever call me broke. Don't ever talk to me in the third person. Don't ever mention names of strangers who are cowards. That doesn't bother me. I'm just telling you reality. These are my rules and you will follow them. Right? So when people respond to you with the facts and the truth you can't handle in reality, why do you get so butthurt that you go into like this like crab mentality and start typing delusion? What is that? I mean, clearly you're butthurt, bro. That's all I gotta say. Mineral rights, right? My own businesses, right? You do realize that as a citizen of the United States, you cannot force me to listen to your delusion of mental illness, right? You know that's the highest illegal crime you could commit, and you know for certain that you're going to go to prison. Not just prison, but they're going to actually put you in the psych ward. It's guaranteed because, I mean, you've been doing this for years now, and you won't even let a day or a minute or a second pass without trying to harass me. I mean, there's no way that you're feeding yourself. You see what I'm saying? But there you are projecting. I mean, these are your issues. You're not eating, you're not drinking anything, like you're not sustaining yourself, right? You're just literally destroying yourself behind that computer screen. All right, have fun. It's not my problem. I'll tell you the truth straight up. I don't care about you. I don't know you. I don't care what you do. To be honest, it's not my issue. All I want is you to leave me alone and stop coming in my chat. Right? You think that you're making an impact, you're not. You're doing nothing. What you're doing is watching me win, just like I told you you would, right? So again, I am not speaking to you. I'm speaking to my audience here. Be respectful of my audience. Okay. We don't ask, we demand, and we make sure that everyone respects me and my audience when you're here, right? And you're not a part of this program because you were banned from it because you make no coherent sense. So what you can't do is debate me. So miss me with the fake talk, right? Right? You can't debate me. A lot of you have a bad habit of doing that where people say something to you and then you say something in outer space as if something different was said to you. It's hilarious. Like, can you hear English? Can you hear words that people say? Maybe that's why y'all get no money. Maybe that's why you're stuck making minimum wage or barely anything, right? Again, the pay has to be right for me to do any other opportunities. Right now, I'm starting to figure this out. Like I said, $8 already for the next check, $133 check finished coming to me. I'm doing great. You typing that BS in my chat is not going to stop anything. In fact, it's just going to make your situation worse, and you're only hurting yourself. You see, you do not make me feel anything. Get it right. Get your facts straight. Do not say my name because you don't know me. That's just common sense. Trying to disobey orders, these are not questions. These are orders to you people, right? They're demands, right? And court issued demands because you're going to go to prison, right? No, it doesn't work your way, right? Acting like you're disobeying what I'm saying will just result in more prison time. By law, you will follow the law, hmm just like we all have to, right? I'm not going to be harassed. I'm not going to be bothered. I don't live in a dictatorship. This is America, and you people are a joke and you're ridiculous. And it's just that simple. You continue to sit there and act like you have something to say to me. You have nothing to say to me. And it is very awkward. It's very weird, right? Like I said, let's make some sense. You're here because you're upset, right? It's fine. You're not going to talk in my chat. Okay? I don't care how many fake accounts you make. I don't care what you do. There's no way to get around my walls. I promise you, I assure you. And you could continue to act like it's some kind of game that nobody is playing any game with you. You're completely mentally disturbed. You have no business being on this channel. Do not come here. Again, you are literally facing like All right, so again, you have some audacity to think that you're going to get blessed when you're hating on everybody, or really specifically just me, who's getting blessed more and more and more. The more you hate, the more successful I become. The more you hate, the more money I'll make. The more you hate, the more I'll be blessed, right? You haven't learned this by now? Please continue to hate, right? Maybe you don't understand what I'm telling you, right? You could keep typing your delusion. That's not permission. Let's be real with ourselves. That's not giving you permission. That's just saying, like, you continue to do something that's illegal. I mean, how is doing something illegal and a crime helping you? I mean, you really think you're above the law? No, you're not. You're going to go to prison, and all over your own jealousy and envy. And what I not only imagine but know is that this is how everything goes for you people. And that sucks for you, because for me, I never hate on anyone. And that's why I constantly get blessed more, right? Because this is what I teach, right? All right. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know why they feel like talking backwards and saying things that don't exist and make any sense. Why that would bother me, I don't understand. There's no way to respond. I guess they're trying to like confuse my system, shock my system. It's not really working, to be real with you. So that's supposed to create anger in me. Again, the anger is the reason why I got this far. It doesn't create any anger in me. You hear me perfectly calm. Is that all you have? I mean, all I'm saying is that it makes no sense. That's why you would anger someone, because you're literally acting with yourself. These were all addressed. Talking backwards and saying that reality is the opposite of reality doesn't put anger in me. You can't project your emotions that you feel into anyone, just like you can't tell anyone how they feel. That's an absolute delusion. I don't care if it's a tarot reader, I don't care if it's a wannabe expert. Anyone who tells you that you can do that is out of their mind. It's impossible to project your feelings into others. So let me explain. You're angry, you're in a panic attack, you have anxiety. Well, it'll only get worse every time you come here. Please keep doing it to yourself. You see what I'm saying? There's no need to put you in prison, because I'm not against you. I'm not like you, right? I could care less. You're already stuck in your own prison, right? You're clearly 100% in your own mental prison, right? That you constructed for yourself. You're literally creating your own hell. So, I mean, I'm only exacerbating it every time that you hear me speak, whether I like it or not, right? So, I mean, you heard me loud and clear. You don't bother me. Just that simple. How would you? I mean, you're not making any sense. That's supposed to bother me? That's my kryptonite? That's what they think. They think their mental illness is my kryptonite. I'm Superman, and they think their mental illness is my kryptonite. Let's be realistic. It's not my kryptonite. It's just really odd. Okay. So I be patient. I don't react. I respond, and not to you, to my audience. Again, we will never speak. And here I am teaching the public another lesson that they need to learn. Right? Don't communicate with people like this. It'll go nowhere. There's no purpose or place or point. Communicate with the people who will take you farther, who want you to advance. Right? See, there'd be no need for me to talk to any of these weird people, because they don't control me or my life. Right? They never could, no matter how hard they try, no matter what they do. No matter what they do. Right? The divine will always protect me and be there for me and continue to bless me more. Right? And literally, they're cursing themselves. And this is why everything is going wrong for them. Right? And I mean, like I said, you choose to keep hating as if you can defeat karma. Karma cannot be defeated. You're very slow. You're very simple. Right? Again, you have a lot of audacity. Your ego means nothing. Right? Right? Again, I hope you're having fun talking to yourself, because I won't read any of your comments. So if that's all you got is typing some nonsense, I think you're going to have a hard time with me, don't you, partner? Honey, don't you think? You're going to have a hard time, right? Because it doesn't bother me, right? No, this is just a talk show. And when people speak, I'm going to recognize that they're just not you. Everyone else has a right to talk here except for you people. Okay? So, like I said, I think it's so funny how they have zero power, right? And they have to sit there and watch me continue to win. I mean, I just named a lot of stuff worth a ton of money, right? And I own it all, right? All of it. And it's just so funny because I'm just going to be blessed more. Like they just told you, you have divine blessings coming. I have everything coming my direction, my way. Everything is coming to me. And these people know that regardless, I'm always going to be super mega wealthy. It doesn't matter how much cash I hold. I don't have to have any money. If I said $0 in businesses and all of this stuff I own, that's assumed. I'm still doing way better than anyone you can name. I'm still above your celebrities. That's what's so funny. They're trying to knock something down that's so high above them, and then the pillars are built so strong, it'll never happen, right? I'm on another level, like legitly on another level, right? And I'll continue to be because I just continue to climb, right? I continue to climb while you waste your time, right? So it's hilarious, man, right? Imagine making fake accounts in a chat room to try to act like you're talking to someone who is not talking to you, right? Again, your comments will not be read. I don't have to repeat myself. Why do you repeat cycles and do the same thing, right? Expecting a different result? Please explain. Tell me. I don't understand. I'm going to say it again. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You don't know how to bother me or get to me because it's impossible, right? If you're going to speak in my chat, it's basic respect. Have some respect, right? That's why you get nowhere because you don't have self-respect. I'm not on here to argue with you. I'm just going to identify your behavior. The chat is for actual wholesome positivity. You don't know how to be positive. That's why you're not welcome here, right? So what's up to my audience? We'll continue to be positive. They can't handle positivity. They can't handle reality being said. And that's all you're going to get over here, right? Not that weird energy you're in because that energy doesn't exist. It's all delusion. It just doesn't exist. None of it, right? It'll get you nowhere, right? Because it doesn't exist. See, there's no qualm or question on that, right? Are you going to argue that too? I mean, if your formula works, right, why is it that you keep failing? Because it's a recipe for disaster, right? It's a recipe for not succeeding. I don't take in your negative, delusional, mentally ill energy just because you say something in the chat on a fake account. See, you got it twisted. It's all, again, in your mind. It doesn't exist, right? Now, you're beyond sick, mentally ill. You have no business being on this program, okay? And somebody shouldn't have to repeat themselves. That's just sad, right? Look how weird they are. This is all they do. It's weird. Absolutely weird, right? So again, they don't understand that they elicit no response from me, right? They don't make me feel anything because they again make no sense, right? You're not being disrespectful. You're behind a computer. I mean, all due respect, you're grown adults. You don't think that's cowardly to talk to a gangster and say things that you would never say to my face? Right. That's done. That's simple. I'm supposed to get upset about it? I'm good. I'm not mad at all. Why would I be upset? Everything you talk about was a stripe on my belt, was a positive thing, right? You can't just tell people because you're mentally ill, you can't bully people with your mental illness. You're just mentally ill. Like, you're not showing me anything, right? You're not forcing me to do anything or feel anything. You're not telling me anything, right? You're just committing a felony, right? It is what it is, man, right? Clearly, you have nothing that you value. That's your problem. I have everything I value. I've got everything. I've got it all. And like I said, it's amazing that I do after so much that I've done, after all that I've been through. I kind of smell a skunk. I think a skunk sprayed somewhere here. So, like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm extremely successful. I have a beautiful life, right? And just because you sit there 24 hours a day, definitely should be in a psych ward, and you want to cause harm to me, you want to destroy my beautiful life. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, right? And you know very well who I am, right? So you know I don't play about harassment. I don't play about anything negative my way. I always protect and defend myself. I'm not going to allow anyone to harm me, right? Never. Nor do you make me worried or concerned in the slightest. You make me feel absolutely nothing. So miss me with your fake talk, because it's been 15, 20 years, right? And I continue to win right in front of you, and you don't do anything about it because you can't. Because, I mean, frankly, you're a coward. How does it feel every night when you don't sleep and you obsess over me to know that you're a coward? How does it feel to know that I sit here and I break it down? I'm not going to continue to go in the chat. If you'd like to repeat yourself, that's perfectly fine. The chat is for super chats. So, like I said, it's actually illegal in this country we call America for me to be harassed on my own YouTube channel by people who are clearly sick as can be and mentally ill. This is a federal case. Okay. And you're going to do prison time, like lengthy time. Like, honestly, you're probably never going to get out of prison, honestly. So there's no rush because you're already suffering. You're not scary. See, that's the thing. You want to pretend. You want to try to talk this pretend stuff. I mean, you're really harassing somebody like in the suburbs. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, that they allow that. You're really harassing someone to no avail trying to, right? Through a talk show. How would that go on this long if anyone did their job? Exactly. So I'm gonna keep saying reality. I mean, you keep doing what you do, I'll keep speaking my mind. I'm a damn sure keep standing up and doing what I do, right? Because it's inexcusable, right? But like I said, you see me, I'm in great shape. Like right now, I'm walking, I get out, I exercise, I do what I want to do, right? Again, people, hit the Cash App, $ Batman coin, right? You go ahead and block these, not read them. Can you imagine being this weird that you can't talk directly to someone's face, but you're illegally committing felonies and they don't do anything about it? Can you imagine being in a country that is that much of a joke? That's the biggest joke I've ever heard. That's not my issue, that's y'all's issue. Like, you should do your job. If someone's just being that petty and they're just going to sit there and harass a public figure, why would they not be arrested? Like I said, that needs explaining. I'll wait and we'll continue to push the issue. I don't care, bro. I'm gonna push it every day nonstop, same way you do, right? Because you're just being super petty. I didn't see anything you said. I never will. Have fun talking to yourself, right? I don't operate in chat rooms in the first place. It's not how I talk. I talk face to face with everyone, right? Because I'm not going to be disrespected ever. Trust me, I'm the most dangerous man who ever walked the planet. Like I said, I'm more dangerous than Frank Lucas, El Chapo, Al Capone combined. There's no way, and you know very well that no one would talk to me like that, right? Nor have you spoken to me anyway. You're just on a computer, and why would you do this? I mean, let's think, let's evaluate the circumstances. Because they're mad, because they can't stop me. Why is your goal to stop somebody who's a righteous, good man? And why do you think that we care? Nobody cares over here. I don't care. Doesn't make me feel anything. You can continue to watch me succeed and stay angry. I mean, to go against me is the dumbest move anybody can make, because you clearly don't know who I am. You clearly don't know about me, right? You don't. You can say whatever you want, right? It's with these spider webs, bro. You can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, it means nothing. See, my life is beautiful. How would you think that you can change my life or my destiny or somehow take my beautiful life and make it unbeautiful? Please explain, right? But explain direct, like, I'm right here. Okay, that's what I thought. You can't talk to my face. Okay, then why are you on here typing? It's a basic question. I told you I only communicate face to face. You're unwilling to do that because you're a coward. So why are you typing nonsense in the chat? All I'm saying is if you're banned from a program, you're banned from the program. You can't force your way in here. Nope, there's a ticket price. That's what you don't get. You're not going to make me shut down my chat when I just got 2 super chats recently, and that's why you're upset. All right? The chat is for super chats. Again, every time I just try to use my own chat on my show, they're sitting there. That's illegal as hell, bro. There's no excuse to why they can't arrest you. I'm not hearing it. I don't want to hear nothing. That's a sorry excuse, honestly, for a force. That's a sorry excuse for anyone to say that they can't do their job. That makes no sense. And then that's what people do. They speak for you. They try to misquote you. I don't do none of that, bro. You got to make sense with me because I'm a public figure and I have all the power. So that's the thing. I don't talk based off what you people say. I get to speak and I get to speak all I want. That's what they try to do. They try to just talk around you and do their own thing. And, it doesn't work with a public figure. Look at how powerful I am. I have a ton of power. Look at my platform and how huge it is, right? So people listen to what I say. Again, I think it's so weird how people don't even notice this stuff. They don't even notice it. They just act like, oh, it's all good. Like, I'm sorry, but what? People don't even bring it up. Like, you can't see how weird people are. Like, you can't see when there's illegal activity being done on the internet. Please explain. Right? And that's the problem. Like, people want to act like they can tell me something. I promise you, try as hard as you can. I'm not going to let nobody tell me nothing. That I can promise you. So, again, right? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my audience, right? And I'm going to continue to be successful. I'm going to continue to preach my message of truth. I'm going to continue to win. I have no fear of any of you, right? Or anything you can do. I have no fear of anyone, period, right? And I run all this right here, right? You don't elicit a response out of me or a reaction. So what's the point of pretending? We don't pretend over here. We're not a coward like you. So, I mean, clearly you don't mind being a coward. You're like the penguin, right? I mean, have fun with that. Clearly it bothers you because you keep making videos. Keep making videos of nonsense, right? Projecting and stuff. All that shows is that you're bothered. It shows that I got underneath your skin without trying. By just existing, right? Right? Come on, bro. Y'all people act like you're doing something, man. The penguin is in an actual delusional stupor. He's in a delusional stupor on YouTube. Yeah, I made him like more mentally ill without trying, just by being myself. How is that a loss for me? He's doing it to himself, man. Not doing anything to me. He can never have the power to. Like I said, I have all the court evidence to put you in prison, right? I mean, clearly you're scared of prison. You're definitely you're gonna go to the psych ward. I mean, it's common sense. All of you are. Well, I'm gonna be sitting pretty, doing excellent. And like I said, I'm gonna end up traveling and doing more and more and more and accomplishing more and more and more and getting out in the world like you don't want and acquiring more and more and more. And you know what the best part is? I would never have to ask anybody for permission to do that. I just do what I want because I'm a grown man, right? That's not something that's negotiable. That's just what it is. See, I make the rules and you don't. I could care less what people say and do. I could care less what your corrupt, lying system that's backwards and makes no sense, clearly doesn't do their job, has to say. I am a grown man and I make the rules, and I'm going to continue to make the rules and do whatever the hell I want. I promise that. I'm going to exercise my freedom to the fullest, right? While you all clearly don't appreciate your freedom, right? Maybe you have none because you're weak and you refuse to work, right? That's not my problem, though. That's your issue. Okay. So, on that note, I'll talk to y'all later. And that's it, man. You can stay mad. All right. Bye, peasants.